And that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Throwing on first is Wentz. And his first pass is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Wentz to Doyle there. First down, Colts.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Well, this defense for the Titans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
To throw on 3rd and 1. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, an even 90 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. This goes out right to Doyle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. 30. Past the 20.
They're not even trying to do anything.
And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now again to Taylor. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Fielded just inside the 20. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First and 10, it's Evans. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
A first down carry for Henry. And he's got some space here. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 51 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Sliding out of the open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 20 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play action. Now Wentz. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. Here's Wentz to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Wentz. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And Henry gets the call there on first down as he pushes his way forward. A pickup of about 5. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tannehill now to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Running from the gun with Henry. Oh, he breaks another. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taken at about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Tannehill. They set up the screen to Hill. Room here to run. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
On first down, it's Henry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now hang tight here. Following the play, still down on the ground, is A.J. Brown. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Philip Dorsett there to make the grab. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half. Okay, because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
91 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Derrick Henry. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Henry, he'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. And they'll go jet sweep here with Dorsett. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Powers through it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Wentz going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Complete to Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his wideout. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing now is Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 5, fourth down now. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Let's go. Line 55, line 55. Let's get this ball back.
One final try now for Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. as time has run out on this football game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as